feels so weird being in front of the camera right now. I need to move that. Is that better? I don't like the way. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so weird to say that. I have not been on here in months. Hi. If you are new here, my name is Julia and I am a teen mom. That's why I started my channel. My daughter will be 2 next month, and yeah, I hope you're here to follow my journey. People who have been here, I have not been on in so long. I was going to originally do a video explaining why I've been gone for so long, what has happened over the past few months in my life, and then I realized that I didn't really want to do that. Only because a lot of the changes and things that have happened since April, a lot of them were negative. And there's just not really any point in me making a whole video about negative things that have happened over the past 4 months that are done now. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me to just go back and relive all of those things when they're not relevant to my life now. So with that being said, today's video is going to be an announcement. As you guys see by the title, I am pregnant again. I am 13 weeks pregnant with my second baby. So I guess I kind of want this video to be like a new rebirth of my channel. I really want this video to just be like restarting my channel. I'm gonna leave all my videos up. Well, I actually deleted my last video talking about some things that were happening, but we're not gonna talk about that. But I'm not gonna delete the ones that are already up. But I guess I just want to restart my journey on YouTube and actually be committed this time. I am ready to post consistently. I'm ready to, you know, film this pregnancy. You guys know, if you guys were here since Zendaya, or since I started, I did not start my YouTube channel with my pregnancy with Zendaya. I didn't start my channel until my daughter was about 6 months old. And so it was really hard for me to get started and involved because my daughter was already she was 6 months old. So it was hard for me to film videos, and it was hard for people to get connected to me and her because they didn't see the pregnancy journey or see the struggles I went through pregnant or see her birth or see her grow up until 6 months. So this time around, I'm committed to a tight schedule. I will put down in the description box. I'm committed to posting regularly, filming my pregnancy, and keep you guys involved during this second pregnancy. So first thing I'm gonna do is show you guys my ultrasound pictures, and I'm gonna talk about the pregnancy a little bit. So here's the best picture that I got from my ultrasound. There's the baby. I mean, the baby's upside down. There's the baby. My nails are disgusting, but there's the baby right there. These were taken when I was in 9 weeks 1 day. So these were about a month ago. And here is some more. This one you can't really tell what it is. I explained it to a couple people, but they couldn't really tell. So in this picture, it is, this is his backside. So this is his butt. He still had like the little tail that they have in the womb before it goes away and they grow. That's what that is. His little legs right there, his back, and his head is up there. I'm saying his because I want it to be a boy. But my pregnancy symptoms, or my pregnancy story, first of all. So I was 8 days late on my period. I have to sneeze. No, I don't. I was 8 days late on my period, and that's normal for me. When you're a young mother, or not even young, when you're a mother who breastfeeds, first of all, your periods usually don't come until after you're done breastfeeding, or if they do, they're very irregular. I breastfed Zendaya for 17 months. So my periods were very, very irregular. It was not uncommon for me to be late on my period. So when I was 8 days late, I didn't really think anything of it, and I was also on birth control. My birth control story first. So my birth control, I was on Depo. I was on the Depo shot. And basically what happened I can't talk. What happened with my birth control was I was on the Depo shot. I got my shot, I forget, it was either in January or February. But I got my Depo shot at the beginning of this year. Depo lasts for 3 months. You get a new shot every 3 months. If you guys don't know and have never been on Depo, you go to the pharmacy and pick up the Depo shot yourself. Then you go to your OB, they administer the shot, and you leave. It takes about 2 minutes, literally. So when my next shot was due, COVID hit. Literally, when my next round of depo was due, it was in the middle of COVID. COVID had just smacked. Everything was closed. You couldn't go anywhere. Everything was closed, including my doctor's office. So I laughed a little bit on my shot, and then I called them back, and I just spit. I called them back immediately after I realized that they were open. I talked to them. I said, hey, I really don't want the depo shot again. And they told me that because of COVID, they were only taking emergency appointments. She said, if I got the depo shot, that is considered an emergency appointment because it's 2 minutes. I get the shot myself, I go to the OB, I get it, and I leave. It's not even an appointment slot. I just walk in, say, hey, I need depo shot. They give it to me, and I leave. It's literally 2 minutes. She was like, that we could get you in for that. But she said a new appointment slot for a new birth control is about a 30-minute to an hour appointment slot, which they are not doing right now because it's not considered a priority. Getting on a new birth control is not considered a priority to them. They also weren't taking new patients. Like, they weren't taking like new patients or like new requests, I guess. And so we talked a little bit. We discussed everything, and she basically told me that from her medical standpoint, her opinion was I was still fine. Even though you get a new depo shot every 3 months, depo can stay in your system for up to 5 to 6 months. And after you're off depo, it takes a woman an average of a year to get pregnant. And so she told me in her medical opinion that I was fine to wait about another month until they were able to see me for a new birth control. I took her word for that, and I got pregnant. So I'm not mad at them at all. They gave me their medical standpoint. I could have chosen to still get my depo shot. The depo shot is just very unhealthy and caused a lot of not good side effects, and I just didn't want it anymore. So that's how that happened. So I was 8 days late on my period, and I decided to take a pregnancy test. I'll actually get that for you guys. I actually have the test. There it is. I took the test, and I always use the Clear Blue digital ones only because with my first pregnancy, I took 2 of the pink line tests, and the lines were so faint, I ended up taking one of these anyway. So instead of spending money on the pink lines, I just got this one. So I took it, and if you guys have never used one of these before, basically, it's like I said, it's all digital. So after you pee on it, 4 like loading bars start to pop up. There's 4 loading bars. Each one takes about 30 seconds to load, so it takes about 2 minutes to fully tell you the result. So I was sitting there. Most of the time, most women don't look at the test. So I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, when it gets to 3 bars, I'm going to put it down, walk away, and then we're gonna come back to it. So I'm watching it. It's at 1 bar, it's at 2 bars. I'm like, okay, when we get to 3 bars, I'm gonna put it down. The 3rd and 4th bar didn't even show up. It immediately said pregnant. So here's my pregnancy test. As you guys can see, it just says pregnant. It immediately said pregnant. I broke down, 100% broke down. Just because in the moment, I was just looking at my current situation. I was not living home. I was living somewhere that I didn't really, it wasn't logical for me to bring a baby into where the space I was living. My boyfriend my boyfriend's in college. He's an athlete. He just could not use a baby right now. And a lot of circumstances were really against me. And I was like, my parents are gonna kill me. I immediately broke down. And I got it together. I made the appointment. So I made my appointment. I called them based on my last period, before the one that I missed the 8 days late. My ovulation, all of that. I was about 6 weeks when I called my doctor for my first appointment. Got my first appointment. My first one was actually my ultrasound, and I got this, and this was 9 weeks, 1 day. So I am currently 13 weeks. So that's kind of how I found out I was pregnant, how I got pregnant, all of that stuff. Now I will just say, me and my boyfriend are still together. The father of my baby, me and him are still together. It's not the same dad as Zendaya. And with that being said, I am not really going to discuss our relationship on camera or anything about him really on camera. We are together. We love each other. I love him to death. He is literally, me and his relationship is probably the healthiest one I've ever been in. I'm happy. We've had issues along the road, obviously, not to do with this, but I'm so happy with him and he's happy with me. But that's all I'm really gonna probably talk about him when it comes to my channel. Unless me and him sit down and have a conversation about him being on my channel, he probably won't be, and I won't really cross the boundary to talk about him unless he says it's okay. So I just want to put that out there. yes, we are together. Yes, it is his baby. Yes, it's not Zendaya's father, but we are together. We're fine. We're happy. We're healthy. We're okay. Just not gonna really discuss him. Anyway, pregnancy symptoms. So I really don't have any pregnancy symptoms at all. And that's why I think it's a girl. I find out the gender October 14th. Well, that's the day that I actually get the gender ultrasound. I don't know. My gender reveal I'm gonna plan for that weekend, about the weekend of the 17th or 18th. So the middle of October when we will know the gender. I personally think it's a girl only because I don't have any symptoms. And that might sound weird, but that's literally the same exact thing I had with Zendaya. I didn't have any symptoms with Zendaya. I didn't have morning sickness. Well, that's a lie. With Zendaya, I had about a 3-day stint of morning sickness where I was vomiting for 3 days straight, but that was it. This pregnancy, no morning sickness, nothing. The only issue that I have this pregnancy that I didn't have last pregnancy is my iron. My iron levels are extremely low. So I get dizzy very easily if I'm on my feet too long. Me working is kind of in the air, whether or not my doctors are gonna pull me from working or not. I have to do with the dizziness and the iron deficiency side effects. That really sucks. It really wears me out. Like, I redid my room yesterday and I almost passed out. Like, I did pass out because I was on my feet for too long doing too much work. So that's the only thing that I have had in terms of this pregnancy. But at the same time, iron deficiency could also be a normal issue without pregnancy. So according to the actual pregnancy, I'm not really having any symptoms. I don't have morning sickness. I get a little bit crampy sometimes, but that's not really anything severe. That's why I think it's a girl, just because I don't have any symptoms, just like I didn't have them with Zendaya. But you never know. There's really not much to say about the pregnancy. It's a normal pregnancy. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm excited to have another baby. It's definitely a lot sooner than I thought. But you know, it is what it is. I look at it as babies are always miracles no matter what the situation is. My kids are always going to be taken care of. Zendaya is back home. She's not here right now because I got my niece for the night and my sister took my daughter for the night. But she's back with me at home. We're both back at home. We're both happy again. We're both back into our routine. And I'm just really excited to take you guys on this journey through this pregnancy with me, since I didn't have you guys on my pregnancy journey last time. So yes, I am 19 years old, about to have my second kid, but I'm really excited to see where it takes me. I'm really excited to see where YouTube goes. I'm really excited for our family on here to grow. I'm really excited for my family to grow. I'm excited to see Zendaya as a big sister, and I am just happy. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. The next video I plan on filming now, because I am so early in the pregnancy and there's not really much going on, I'm not really going to do regular pregnancy updates yet. Obviously my pregnancy will be very, I cannot talk. My pregnancy will be very relevant and I will talk about it, and it will be like the main topic of my channel, but it's not going to be something that's talked about every single day in every single video because I'm so early. There's not really much happening. I'll give you guys a bump date in a little bit if you guys are wondering about that. But the next videos you guys can look out for are going to be more about like me, probably, like, and Zendaya. I'll film a day in the life of me and Zendaya, like what our routine is like with her during the day. I'll film a room tour because I just redid my room all over again. I have some clothes coming in the mail, so I do a clothing haul for you guys. I have a lot of videos planned that I am going to be putting out consistently starting now when this video goes up. And yeah, but like I said, until the pregnancy actually gets more exciting and, you know, I start remaking my room into a nursery and I get bigger and all of that, there's really not much I can talk about with this pregnancy yet because, like I said, I'm only 13 weeks. So there's not really too much going on, but I'm still really excited. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are ready to follow me on my second pregnancy journey at 19. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a bump date, and that'll be all for the video. So here's my belly from the side. I'm definitely very bottom heavy, which is the same thing with Zendaya. My pregnancy is very in the bottom half of my stomach. From the front, you can't really tell because I'm also wearing black. Can't really tell in black clothing, but from the side, it's definitely protruding. It's also common for women to grow faster with their their second on pregnancies. Like, you grow faster and sometimes bigger with your pregnancies that are after your first. Your first pregnancy, you're usually the smallest, you grow the slowest. but with your pregnancy after that, usually grow faster and sometimes bigger. So I definitely do have a pudge already. That's definitely there. In certain outfits, I don't look pregnant. In this one, I look pregnant because this is not a pregnancy outfit. It's a trying to be cute for a YouTube video outfit. But in certain outfits, you can't really tell, but in some you can. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I am going to also film the bump date video that I will post at the end of my pregnancy, where I do the time lapse of all the weeks. I'm gonna start that today. It's a little bit late, but I wasn't living home when I first found out I was pregnant, or like really weeks before this, and I wanted to take them in the same exact location so the video looks more cohesive and more together. So I'm gonna start that at 13 weeks, and I'll go until the baby's here. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited to follow my journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. I miss you guys so much, and I'm so happy to be back. Bye guys.